This is visits to 4 different thrift stores condensed down to just the intriguing vintage stuff because not everything in every thrift store is fun to look at. So I just picked out the things that caught my eye. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. This shop tends to wind up with collections of stuff. Today it was Avon perfume bottles shaped like cars. These make me think of Nancy Drew's Little Roadster. My daughter collected Avon bottles for a while. I didn't know they came in so many different cars. I like the cute little plate. I like this cute little plate a whole lot more. I love that she's spinning. I love the window and the stuff hanging from the rack. It's just the kind of thing that makes me smile. Is this a fruit bowl? I've been wondering lately what those big bowls are for. And this Oregon Coast Highway glass caught my eye because of the frosted glass. It's grungy. I don't know why it has the Oregon State Capitol on it because that is 50 miles in from the coast. Maybe they couldn't think of enough cute things to put there. And then here in just a second, there it is. We've got a milk glass stein. It was kind of grungy and it was hard to see the figures. The white on white just didn't show them off to their best advantage. Most stuff in thrift stores is clean enough, but we found a sewing machine last week that absolutely horrified me. I'll put a link to the little short I did here somewhere because it's got to be seen to be believed. And honestly, if stuff is that icky, I just walk right by it. I have been telling myself for months that I don't need a milk glass punch bowl because I don't host parties. I don't make punch. This one would have only been $3 and it was hard to walk away from. One of these days, I'm going to have to come up with an excuse to buy one of those because I keep finding them and they are always extremely cheap, possibly because nobody else has a use for a milk glass punch bowl. This shop had a little more milk glass, actually a lot more milk glass, and it didn't seem terribly expensive. I don't think I've seen this pattern before or recently. What really caught my eye was this little cup. It's not hobnail, it's something different, and it had a bluish tinge to it. I suppose I could have finished that into a really adorable little pincushion, but I didn't think of it as the time. The last time I was in this shop, they were clearancing everything to put in new floors. This has been one of my favorite shops for years, and I don't like it as much after the remodel. I don't know why they have moved things around. I couldn't find what I was expecting to find, and it was really disappointing. They did have these 2 books. Weekend Marriage was from early 1930s, and Wife versus Secretary was from the early 40s. I was really tempted to buy the Weekend Marriage one. It was a young woman who marries her husband and then decides not to stop working because there's more to life than just cooking dinner. It sounded fun. I'm sure that the important lesson she learns in the book would be not the lesson you would find in a book written in 2023, but I got distracted looking at other things and I left the store without it, and I suppose that's okay. There are lots of other books out there in this world that I want to read. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle.